Welcome back, Polka Party peoples. Today, PolkaBridge. Hot project right here, hot topic. First decentralized bridge between Polkadot platforms and other blockchains. This is big stuff, big stuff. So what is a PolkaBridge? A PolkaBridge, you can swap tokens on DAT platform or the Polkadot platform to tokens on other chains like Ethereum and so on. Users will be able to earn by adding liquidity, lending, and more. So it's decentralized, secure, fully audited, and high performance. So how it works, each swap includes 2 transactions on 2 platforms of swapped tokens through a pool. So here's an example for Ethereum and Polkadot. So you have transfer of PBR, shared fee for the farmer, and then there's a portion of the PBR PolkaBridge tokens that are burned. I believe it's, I think it was 10, oh yeah, right here, 10%. And then add liquidity, here's your Ethereum liquidity and your Polkadot liquidity into the Polkadot pool and the Polkadot pool and the Ethereum pool, excuse me. And then from here, it goes to the DOT network with the Ethereum user. You can see farming. Each PBR transaction has a small fee, which includes 90% goes to the farmer and 10% is burned. PBR tokens, governance, farming, lending, the lending fee here, and a launch pad. Tokenomics. So 20% here to the pre-sale. Initial liquidity 10%, marketing 20%, team 20%, and the ecosystem gets 30%. That's 100 million total supply. Here's our smart contract ETH address, and we can verify this later. We can look on CoinGecko, we'll see, and I verified that it's the same. Uniswap listing, initial liquidity, and unlock schedule. So here's the token release schedule. It's a 7-year release, and you can see each one is color coded for the entity of the proportion. And so we'll go down, and I believe right now there are 30 million of these out there, with another 20 million coming over the next few years. We can see develop smart contracts in web, PBR token IDO, listing PBR on Uniswap, and deflationary farming. That's the burning of the 10%. That's deflationary. And then there's not much for the 2021-22, but it's brand new. Just came out. January. Ranked number 699 on CoinGecko. $12.4 million market cap with $4.6 million in the last 24 hours. We can see right here there's 30 million of these guys out on the street. We got 20 more coming real soon over what we talked about for that release, the incremental release. And total will be 100 million, but some of that's locked here and there. Which the 20 million release over the next little bit with the deflationary methods shouldn't be too much of an impact. Uniswap and Bilaxy, we see 1.8 million liquidity trading volume on Uniswap and 2.7 million trading volume on Bilaxy. Partners, China Polka. So if maybe you can read this. I can read China Polka. But what's important on here is if we scroll down, this is the China Polka team. And we keep going. And you can see, look at right here on the map. We don't have to read to see where we're going. Look how many little polka dot dots there are in China. Well, why is that important? You can see right here, this was 2016. The U.S. digital economy. I'll take you to the top. All the links are below. This article is charting the path of digital economy in China. It's a good article. We're just going to focus on this visual right now. This is how China compares to the rest of the world. Share of their GDP in 2016 was 30%. That's important. And here we can see where the rest of the world is in relation to the United States. New pattern. This is in 2021. This is a recent article. And we come down, the growth scale of China's digital economy reached $35.8 trillion yuan in 2019, accounting for 36.2% of the GDP, with a growth rate 3 times higher than that of the traditional manufacturing economy, according to the data from the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology. By 2027, is it expected that the digital economy will account for about half of China's GDP and become the main driver of the country's economic growth. That's why this is really important. Okay, and then when we look, we also saw, let's go to the white page. Here's PolkaBridge's DEX white page. PolkaBridge provides swap functionality from Polkadot to other blockchain platforms such as Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain without intermediaries. PolkaBridge uses MoonBeam solution parachains on Polkadot, allowing smart contract to run on Polkadot. That means that PolkaBridge will use 2 smart contracts at the same time to swap, and we talked about that before, one on the Polkadot platform and the other on the corresponding associated blockchain platform. And we talked about the example for the Ethereum and the Polkadot. So what is MoonBeam? Well, the future is multi-chain, and this is important. We're going to, working with Ethereum, which is already the first mover established. There's a lot of stuff on Ethereum. It's already got a lot of the volume of smart contract money. And if you can just work with that and make your chain work, and then maybe even bring in other chains all together, this is a good function. Multi-chain is good. Expand to new chains powered by MoonBeam, an Ethereum-compatible smart contract parachain on Polkadot. MoonBeam will get a parachain. And we can see the easiest path to multi-chain, minimal configuration changes, tools you already use, familiar smart contract language, pre-built integrations, a fully Ethereum-compatible environment on Polkadot. And it talks about Solidity smart contracts and some other, anyway. So, new users, rich pool assets. We can come down here, Injective protocol, Chainlink, Band, Kilt, pools, and Polka cover. Smart contracts powered by the Glimmer token, which will be a decentralized smart contract platform. MoonBeam requires a utility token to function. Our token is going to be Glimmer, GLMR. And it's the central to design of the network and cannot be removed without sacrificing security and essential functionality. The Glimmer token is not yet available. To be notified when the token is, you can subscribe. Here's the project's roadmap. January 20 Q1 launch on the Kusama Canary network. And we've talked about Kusama before. And then Q2 they want to be ready to launch on the Polkadot mainnet. And this is MoonBeam. Here's the MoonBeam ecosystem. Here's a small overview. So the network has Moonbase Alpha, the pure stake hosted parachain testnet, and that's September 2020. Moonrock, it's the deployment on the Rococo testnet, which is the parachain testnet. Moon River deployment, that's on Kusama, and that'll be at the end of Q1 2021. And Kusama is the canary network for Polkadot, which will get MoonBeam deployment end Q2 2021. And this strategy allows us to de-risk software upgrades to MoonBeam on the Polkadot mainnet while still maintaining a reasonable update velocity. Moonbase Alpha, this testnet is a network hosted by PureStake. It features a parachain relay chain scheme. The goal is to allow developers to test the Ethereum compatibility features of MoonBeam in a shared parachain environment without needing to run their own nodes or network. Moonrock, we have decided not to participate in the first parachain deployments to Rococo. We have been running our own parachain relay chain setup since we launched our testnet in September of 2020. However, we expect to deploy MoonBeam as a parachain on Rococo testnet once interoperability features become available. This will provide a place to test these features with other chains. Moon River will launch a parachain on the Kusama network. In advance of deploying the Polkadot mainnet, this requires parachain functionality to be live on Kusama. And they plan to exercise parachain-related functionalities such as Crowdloan, XCMP, and Spree on Moonriver as those features become available. And then finally, the MoonBeam Polkadot mainnet will be deployed as a parachain on Polkadot. So there you have it. That's one of your parachains. This MoonBeam network will feature the highest levels of security and availability. Code running on mainnet will generally have been vetted through one of more of the networks listed above. Here's more on the testnets, Moonbase Alpha, the MoonBeam testnet. Talks about their goals. Here's a visual diagram. We can see the relay chain. And if you're not familiar with this setup, go back. I made a video about parachains and parathreads. Check that out. It'll explain this more. So we're coming off of the parachain slot on the relay chain right here through the validators. Then we'll see the MoonBeam parachain and then the collators and the RPC endpoints here. And here's some more information if you want. Tokens on Moonbase Alpha named Dev will be issued on demand. Currently, there are two ways to get access through this: Discord bot or manually. These are your test tokens. And we also saw Injective protocol, decentralized derivatives trading any market, anytime, anywhere. Explore unlimited financial markets on Injective's fast, secure, and fully decentralized Layer 2 DEX. Binance, Pantera, Hashed, so on. Limitless trading on the first fully decentralized exchange. Fully decentralized. The Injective chain is fully decentralized sidechain relayer network which serves as a Layer 2 derivatives platform, trade execution coordinator (TEC), and decentralized order book. The core consensus is Tendermint based. Layer 2 speed, the Injective chain provides a two-way Ethereum peg zone for Ether and ERC20 tokens to be transferred to the Injective chain, as well as an EVM-compatible execution environment for DeFi applications. The peg zone is based off Peggy, and the EVM execution is based off Ethermint. Order book model, Injective's order book is fully decentralized, 0x based order book enabling sidechain order relay with on-chain settlement, a decentralized implementation of traditionally centralized off-chain order relay used by nearly all central limit order books decentralized exchanges. Unlimited markets, market creation is entirely open and permissionless. This enables anyone to create a market using only a price feed and deploy it to the larger Injective ecosystems. Given the unique Layer 2 structure, Injective is able to avoid both network congestion and the associated high gas fees. This zero gas fee structure can enable anyone to trade freely without having to worry about high gas fees or network latencies. Trade on anything, earn yield, community owned. I don't think there's a couple hyperlinks to different articles right here. And more links to their connections and stuff like that. Injective protocol, a fully decentralized Layer 2 DeFi protocol. Robust, highly parameterizable DeFi protocol supporting a diverse array of derivatives including CFDs, perpetual swaps, and more. Injective chain, Injective futures protocol, Injective governance, and Injective exchange. What problem does Injective solve? Injective brings back power to the people by enabling truly free and decentralized trading for everyone. Many DEXs today claim to be decentralized, but are actually centralized in many aspects besides the custody. From restricting access to certain user demographics, retaining proprietary control over exchange infrastructure, every central limit order book DEX that we have seen has centralized components that allow traders to be subject to the will of an omnipotent authority. This is the fundamental problem that Injective tries to solve. The common rationale against fully decentralization is that efficiency and user experience are sacrificed. Injective rejects that and says they have committed themselves to turning the vision of highly performant, permissionless, and fully decentralized exchange protocols into reality. And then here's how they're different. Equilibrium Polkadot native stablecoin will integrate with MoonBeam. MoonBeam, you're going to see there's a lot of integration, a lot of projects. Polkadot is growing, super bullish. The 2021 is going to be a good year for Polkadot and Cardano. Not financial advice. Cross-chain decentralized finance lending protocol Equilibrium is set to bring the US dollar peg stablecoin to MoonBeam, a Polkadot project building an Ethereum-like blockchain. We talked about what it is. DeFi projects building on MoonBeam were able to use Equilibrium stablecoin as if it were a native coin to the blockchain. This includes the decentralized exchange, single-purpose lending protocols, and other DeFi building blocks. MoonBeam can be described as the Ethereum on Polkadot project. It uses the same smart contract environment seen in Ethereum, featuring the Ethereum virtual machine and using the same convention for counts and wallets. As a consequence, MoonBeam supports Solidity smart contracts and allows developers and users to port their projects and wallets with minimal changes. Equilibrium stablecoin now has $17.5 million in insurance that pays out automatically. So there is some security here. And it's the EOS DT token. According to CEO Alex Melikov, Equilibrium's EOS DT is now backed by smart contracts that pay out consumers if the dollar peg token crashes through a collateralized floor. Much like how America's FDIC insures consumers' traditional bank deposits against a run. So that's good news. You know, you're not going to see scam projects collateralizing their stuff. Here's more on PolkaBridge if you want some links to different articles and perspectives. I'll put these links below. PolkaBridge. So PolkaBridge, with $11.6 million market cap, $2.2 million 24-hour trading volume. There are 30 million PBRs. Makes me think of Pabst Blue Ribbon, but PolkaBridge, PBR. You can see that it's really new. It's done well and it's pulled back a little bit. I have no doubts that this is going up. I do not think this is going to crash out and burn. PolkaBridge. We can see it's ranked 699 on CoinGecko. Same, just you can look at the volume. And then we got a little Slack and Uniswap by Laxi and Injective. You can find Injective on Binance, a HitBC by Laxi, Neutral. But it's got last year, fall of last year for Injective. It's done relatively well. Here is the ETH address for Injective, and then they're ranked 157 with a higher market cap of $193.1 million, 24-hour trading volume of 35.1 million. There are 100 million of these, and the circulating supply is a lot lower. It's 13.5 million. And I didn't look too deep into the tokenomics on this. I can later. But either way, I wouldn't be too worried. I think all of these projects are going to grow substantially. Once Polkadot gets everything together and all the pieces start to connect, everything will start to flow well. And once Ethereum starts to flow well through everything, you're going to see people are really... If it goes well with no hiccups and it's secure, safe, it's going to have some pretty good adoption. So there you go. PolkaBridge, MoonBeam. A little bit about Equilibrium, and then Injective Protocol. Cheers.